Hello and welcome back to our channel. Do you feel trapped by your big goals? Do you feel afraid because you think you are not ready to start? You are not alone. Today, you will learn English through a deeply emotional story about a man named Leo, a man who almost lost everything because he was afraid of small steps. Listen very closely to his journey. In this video, we will use the shadowing technique. First, listen to the story to understand the deep meaning. Second, rewind the video, pause after my sentences and speak the words out loud. This simple method will transform your pronunciation and build your speaking confidence rapidly. Now, let us discover the secret that changed Leo's life forever. The Story and English Learning Guide. Leo sat in his dark room. The clock on the wall made a loud sound. Tick, tock, tick, tock. He looked at his hands. His hands were shaking. Leo was 35 years old, but he felt completely lost. He had a massive dream. He wanted to write a beautiful book and become a famous author. Every single day, he opened a large white notebook. Every single day, he stared at the empty pages for hours. The white pages looked like a wall of ice. He wanted to write a perfect story. He wanted to write 5,000 words in one day. But the big goal terrified him. He felt so small. He felt so weak. Because he was afraid, he wrote nothing. He closed the notebook with a heavy sigh. Month after month, his life did not change. He stayed in the same bad job. He lived in the same tiny dark room. He felt like a complete failure. One cold evening, Leo walked near the river. The wind was very cold. He saw an old man sitting on a wooden bench. The old man had white hair and very kind eyes. He was holding a small piece of sandpaper. He was rubbing a rough piece of wood. Leo stopped and watched the old man. The old man rubbed the wood slowly. He did not move fast. He did not use force. Leo walked closer and spoke. "Excuse me, sir," Leo said softly. "What are you doing?" The old man looked up and smiled warmly. "I am making a beautiful violin," the old man replied. Leo looked at the rough piece of wood. It did not look like a violin at all. It looked like a broken branch from a tree. Leo shook his head. "But that will take a year," Leo cried out. "The wood is so rough and your tool is so small." The old man laughed softly. His laugh was like music. "Young man, you look at the whole year," the old man said. "I only look at this for 1 second. He held up the tiny piece of sandpaper. "Every small rub changes the wood. You cannot see the change today, but the change is happening." Leo stood by the river for a long time. The old man's words repeated in his mind. "I only look at this for 1 second. Leo ran back to his dark room. He opened the large white notebook. He felt the familiar fear in his chest. His mind whispered, "You cannot write a perfect book." Leo closed his eyes and took a deep breath. He remembered the old man and the small piece of wood. Leo grabbed a black pen. He did not try to write a whole chapter. He did not try to write a perfect page. He wrote just one single sentence. "The morning sun was warm." That was all. Only 5 words. He stopped, closed the notebook and went to sleep. The next morning, Leo woke up early. He opened the notebook again. He felt a little bit of fear, but he did not stop. He wrote 2 sentences. On the 3rd day, he wrote 3 sentences. It was very easy. It took only 3 minutes. He did not feel stressed. He felt happy because he finished his small task. 1 week passed. Leo had 1 full page of text. The words were not perfect, but they were real. 2 weeks passed. Leo started to look forward to his writing time. The dark room did not feel so dark anymore. He realized a great secret about human psychology. Fear lives in the future, but action lives in the present. When you look at the mountain, you feel paralyzed. When you look at your feet, you just take a step. But then, a difficult test arrived. On day 12, Leo arrived home very late. He was exhausted from his job. His head ached terribly. He looked at the notebook on the table. His mind whispered a dangerous thought. Skip today. It does not matter. You are too tired. Leo sat on his bed and covered his eyes. He knew this moment very well. This was the exact moment where he always quit in the past. If he skipped one day, he would skip the next day too. Then his dream would die again. He stood up slowly. He walked to the desk like a soldier. He opened the notebook. He could not write 3 sentences. He was too tired to think. So he wrote only one word. He wrote the word, tomorrow. He smiled, closed the book and slept. He did not break the chain. He protected his small habit. Months flew by like the wind. Leo continued his tiny daily routine. 1 page became 10 pages. 10 pages became 100 pages. He learned many new English vocabulary words to describe his thoughts. He learned to love the process, not just the result. One beautiful morning, 1 year later, Leo wrote the final word. He looked at his notebook. It was completely full of writing. He wept tears of pure joy. He did not write a book in one day. He wrote a book 1 sentence at a time. He went back to the river to find the old man. The old man was there, sitting on the same bench. In his hands he held a magnificent polished violin. It shone beautifully in the sunlight. Leo showed the old man his full notebook. The old man nodded his head with great pride. "You see," the old man said softly, "small steps can move a mountain." Leo's life was completely transformed. He left his bad job and became a real writer. He was no longer afraid of big challenges. He knew the secret of the universe. Great things are just many small things put together. Now, you have finished listening to Leo's story. You have taken your first small step today by completing this lesson. But your learning is not finished yet. To truly master these English words and improve your accent, you must practice active speaking. Please replay this video right now. Pause the audio after every single sentence I speak. Shadow me. Read the words out loud with the exact same emotion and pace. Do not be afraid of making mistakes. Start small, just like Leo. Tell me in the comments below. What is one small habit you want to start for just 2 minutes today? Thank you for studying with me, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2.